All right, guys, welcome to another installment of the weekly chart review, aka Sunday chart breakdown, Sunday CBD, whichever one you want to call it. But let's get right into it. So today I'll be breaking down the usual XAU, USD, aka gold, right? So now we're on the daily time frame. Let me go ahead and go up to a higher time frame. Again, so it appears that gold is in the bull run, right? It began back the bull run based off past month, last month, and this month so far, right? We have 9 days, well, basically 10 days right now left in the. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, so yeah, basically 10 days left in the month as it regards to trading. Let me just double check something. Okay, all right, so we're good. So yeah, we have. Okay, so we're echoing. Let me fix that. All right. Let me see if it's fixed. Okay. All right, good. All right, guys. Again, welcome back to another installment of the Sunday CBD, aka Sunday chart breakdown. Right? So today we're on XAU USD, aka gold. This is what I trade, right? Personally. We are on the monthly time frame based on past month, which was November, and this month so far, in which we only have 10 days left in the month. We are noticing where the market is buying strong buys, still on a bull run, right? Again, the overall target, if you guys don't know, is right here at the 5,000 level. So that green line is where we're expecting the market to go. But we have quite some ways in order to get there. This is over 6,000 pips, basically. But let's go ahead and get right into the chart breakdown. So we had a bit of retracement in October, but the past month and this month still strong on the bull run. So of course we're expecting buys. We're more than halfway into this month, and we can see where gold is steady climbing, right? So let's drop down to the weekly time frame. So now on the weekly time frame, what I usually do is mark off. We still have this zone right here. The market did not retest this zone, right? In order to continue pushing up, but we did get a bit of retracement. I think it was in this candle. Well, yeah, of course, because it's a weekly. When we drop on the daily, then we'll see it cleaner. But we did get a bit of retracement to continue the overall push, right? But until we're seeing selling signs, we're not paying this level any mind. We're trading what we see, not what we think. But I think the market will go down there, but maybe not anytime soon. Maybe not right now. And it's also a strong daily level. Last time I checked, yep, a strong daily resistance level in which it broke past. So let's just see what it holds. But back on the weekly, we noticed where we broke above this level, still creating bullish candles, right? This candle, which is today's candle, opened without any wick rejection from the lower side, right? So it's strong. That indicates that it's strong bullish candle. We are seeing strong bullish pressure because as soon as the market opened was when it started pushing, right? Indicating strong bullish movement for this week. We do have Christmas. So let's go on Forex Factor for a bit. All right. So for this week, apply. So for this week, we have Thursday, which is Christmas Day, right? And Friday is bank holiday, but I'm expecting the market to close. Well, everyone's expecting the market to close on Thursday. So we kind of have a short window in order to trade when it comes on to this. Might sit out this week, not gonna lie, just to, enjoy Christmas. It's not all about trading all the time, right? Still have to enjoy life. But if it's the charts, let's get into it. So back to it. So on the daily candle, again, we're seeing the same thing that we saw on the weekly time frame, where we did not get any rejection from either side, just strong bullish pressure, right? And if we drop down to the 4 hour level, the 4 hour time frame, we have this level, this 4 hour level of resistance, which the market did break past as well. Right, not much for. So let's drop down to a lower time frame. But if you guys can notice, we did respect a trend line. Let me see if it can be drawn better. Not so much. Not so much really. But well, there it looks better. But if we drop down to a lower time frame, we can notice where the market did break this level right here of resistance to continue the overall push, forming these three candles on the hourly time frame. What I'm looking for is to maybe draw my fib on maybe the 4 hour time frame in which I saw a level of support. Let me draw a minor support zone right here. Trying to find a resistance, but however, what I'm looking for is the next higher low point in which I can maybe match up back with my fib. So the first higher low point might be here, might be on the trend line, might be right here to retest here. Who knows? Until we see a bit of break in all this bullish pressure that we're seeing, it's not certain for anything. But based on the higher time frames, we're expecting a buy. But the next trade opportunity which we could capitalize on is seeing a higher low point being formed. Anywhere here, here, maybe we could even retest this level right here, or maybe in the zone, right? Right on the level of resistance. But not much so far for this week, being that we just broke this, right? Going up to, let me see how far we are from. Well, oh wow. This is basically we're at all-time highs right now. Yep, didn't even notice. Yeah. So I thought we had some more candle over here to base it off, but we're almost at all-time highs right now. But that's my overall analysis right now for gold. Pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff right now for gold. But I'm yet to expect a higher low point, right? Somewhere along this area right now in order to expect the overall buys to continue. So waiting on a bit of pullback before I can capitalize. And maybe it could be a case where I could draw this right here, a fib on the 15-minute time frame. But who knows? Let's see what happens as it progresses. We don't have much data right now, just all seeing pure bullish pressure. So let's see what happens as the night progresses. right? And at this point, I'm going to be handing it over to my colleague Trades by Drew so that he can go ahead and give his breakdown of US 30.
You.
Yeah, right here.
Uh, start share. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Good night. This is Trades by Joe, aka Kurrency Meech, and you all know that our trade is 30. So I'll be breaking down or going over US 30 on a whole. But before I do that, I'd like to go over some news that we might potentially have for this week. So on Monday, we will have not much important news, just let's say this yellow folder, pending house sales. That's not a lot. FOMC meeting minutes and unemployment claims. After that we have Christmas Day and wait, mistake, man. No. Sorry. So for tomorrow we don't have any news. Tuesday we have prelim GDP. I don't think that's going to affect the market a lot. Then we have unemployment claims, Thursday is Christmas Day. So not a lot of news, to be honest. So boom, US 30. Let me go on a different chart real quick. Boom. Start from a higher time frame. So now looking at US 30, as we can see, the monthly candlestick is still bullish. We're having a little bit of sellers exhaustion or buyers exhaustion, sorry. We're having a little bit of buyers exhaustion telling us that okay, probably we're undergoing a retracement or having a minor pullback. So I'm still expecting the buys for US 30, seeing that on lower time frames, like potentially the daily time frame, we are seeing a nice morning star pattern being created here. Also, the market created a higher low point as well. So understanding that and seeing on the 1 hour time frame that we are breaking minor levels of resistance here, right? We are creating higher low points here. We also created a higher low point there. Market open, gapped up. So we're now filling this gap and undergoing a minor retracement. If I should also turn on my moving averages, we'll see that the market is above the SMAs at this point in time, showing us that there is a lot more bullish than bearish pressure present within the market. So looking at that, we can probably plot ourselves a nice area of exhaustion from here. Let's say we use right there. So that can be a nice area of resistance, now turn support. So that would be the first area I'll be looking to potentially take the buys from come NY open. So as you can see, I just placed an alert at that area. So that is the first area I'll be interested in. Now, breaking that down on a lower time frame, let's see how the 5 minute looks. So we can see that, okay, the market broke minor levels of support here, right? Broke minor levels of support there, created a lower high, lower low, lower, like a continuation type, low, push up, created a lower high there. So all we can do now is plot ourselves a counter trend line. So find our point A or point B. Let's see. No, that's cutting into price too much. So that's not pretty. Let's see if we use here. All right. So as you can see, we have our point A right here for our trend line opportunity. So our point A right there. Let me clone that. Our point B right here. As you can see, we have point C, D, another point right here. So what we can wait on is probably a tap back into this area, a break of the counter trend line to continue, right? So that's a possibility. Or we can just boom, 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 boom. So we're looking to see the market break this counter trend line. Once we get that counter trend line break, that's the signal to start looking for that buying opportunity, seeing that we are violating that counter trend line. So if the market does that violation, it is basically telling us that, okay, the selling pressure that the market is in right now is basically over it. The buyers are starting to get into control, right? So we want to see a tap, boom, 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 and we can probably take entries based off that break and retest. So that would be something, but it doesn't have to happen exactly like that, but that is just right a possibility. It can probably happen like that. And also, as you can see on the 1 hour, we have a lot of bullish momentum being presented, and the daily, as I said already, closed as a nice morning star with a nice bullish engulfing candlestick. So the confluences for the buys are a lot right now. So I'll be looking to take the buys come NY session on US 30. So that is it for my part of the Sunday CBDs. I hope you all have a productive trading week, and I'll hand it back over to Terro Trades.
All right, guys. So that concludes this week. It was a right, quick breakdown of both the charts, both USD and XAU USD and US 30. So that's it for this week, this on the CBD. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys have a blessed week. Merry Christmas when the time comes, and yeah, hope you guys make some money amidst the holiday, right? And gold is at an all-time high right now, so be careful of that as well. But still, trade without fear. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.